Well, I don't know how to talk until we're ready to go.
You got that? The best gif ever. Right
Yeah.
there. Okay, so that's how we're starting.
Yeah.
That's Charlie Puth. I'm Carla Murray.
Anthony.
This is Anthony. We're your Power 93.3 morning show. So right now we're actually coming to you from Seattle Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
You're about to do a tour here. Is that something that you love doing, going to visit children's hospitals? This is your first one?
It's not my first one. It's probably my 10th one.
Wow.
I really love coming to these places because I get like such a wave of inspiration. And it makes me realize like all like the petty stuff that I complain about doesn't really mean a whole lot.
No.
But then I see their faces like when sometimes I perform too, and then when just the reaction that I get out of them, I'll literally think of a new song like on the spot.
Wow.
It's very, very exciting.
Well, how do you balance the emotions of being on tour and then coming to a place like this? I mean, obviously there's highs and there's lows. How do you balance that all together?
I think the key word is balance. It balances me. Being on tour sometimes there's a little bit of La La Land thrown in there because I get food brought to me, which I'm very thankful for. But
Where's our food?
Yeah, where's it right now?
Where's our big pizzas? But it's a dose of real life stuff too, which is something that I think we all need.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the tour obviously just kicked off, 2 nights ago, 3 nights
2
ago?
nights ago. It's been crazy.
How's it been so far?
So I told my ear monitor guy, those little earpieces that we wear, he has the audience mics in there, and he had them cranked the first night. Because I thought, I'm starting off the show, so I didn't think that everyone was going to be in
What?
places.
How
In their
would
seats?
They have
Yeah.
to be. It's you.
Oh boy. And I thought I'd be like 60% full, so I was like, so make sure you turn it up really loud so I can, hear the very few people that are in there. And I got out on stage, and it was like very close to being full, but then when I turned around, it was completely full, and everyone was like ready to go. And I forgot to tell them to turn it down. And when I played We Don't Talk Anymore, they went. So it was so loud I had to rip my ear thing out.
So when you see people performing and you see them yanking that ear thing out,
Because you're too damn loud.
now you know why.
Too loud.
So you've obviously done our Jingle Ball shows in the past.
Yeah.
How is it different doing a big show like that and being an opener for a tour? Do you have to prepare differently? Do you prepare differently when you're opening? Do you prepare differently when you're in the middle of a show, closing a show?
It's weird. I pretend it's my show until I'm reminded that it's time to cheer for Sean. So I'm like, yes, this is my show. Oh wait, everyone, give it up for Sean.
Oh, there's some guy coming on later as well.
You excited about him? Yeah.
But so you guys just kicked off, but what's going on backstage with the two of you? You're traveling together. You're about to do the whole country together. What shenanigans do you guys have going on back there?
No shenanigans yet. I mean, it's only been 2 days, but there will be shenanigans.
Okay.
I think he went boating the other day. I went on a nice little river walk in Vancouver.
Cool.
I think we're just both getting into touring mode again. So we're just doing our own thing first, and then we're gonna, we have he has a bus with a gym in it or something.
What?
And
Kid loves his fitness.
he really does.
He loves his fitness.
Yes, I have my studio bus. It's gonna be a really good tour.
Do you anticipate ever working on music together with Sean?
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think that'll happen.
No.
Sean, when we know you're watching this, he wants to do
Clearly, you're watching this right now,
Duh.
Sean. So.
Do you when you're dress rehearsals, anything like that? Do you guys watch each other as you're sound checking, anything like that?
I think.
Do you steal tips from each other?
My vocal coach. We had the same vocal coach, Eric. Hello, Eric. He actually probably is watching this. Hi, Eric. He told me the other night that he was warming up over FaceTime with Sean. Doing the la 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 la, just warming up your voice. And Sean said to him, "Wow, I really need to be on my A game because Charlie's here." And I'm like, that made me feel pretty good.
It's true.
Well, you guys are both. I mean, in the top 40 music world, there
I think
are.
Sean's number 2 and I'm number 3, but he's 3
Ooh,
or 2.
I just think you guys are real voices.
Yeah.
There isn't a ton of auto-tune, production. You guys are both real singer-songwriters. I think that's so cool that you two are both touring together.
Well, this is me wearing the producer hat now. Everybody uses
Well, yeah, a little
auto-tune.
bit.
But it's a very pure tone coming from both of us, which is nice of you to say, by the way.
Well, you also, I read somewhere, you have something called perfect pitch.
I do, yeah.
What is Perfect Pitch?
Perfect.
And how did they find out you have it?
It's a great movie.
You're like an X-Man.
Yeah, in a way, I guess. Perfect pitch is when I can identify any tone. So if you listen closely, there's got to be some sort of noise in this room. Okay, so there must be some sort of electrical unit that's powering all these lights right now, and it's making an F.
Get the heck out.
Just
You could have lied to us, so I
turn the gain up really loudly right now, audio engineer guy. Now into kind of an F sharp, which is so it's right in the
This is like music science that blows my mind.
Yeah.
It is science, which is why I love it so much.
That's awesome.
Well, science was your thing growing up?
No.
No.
Well, let's talk about, you mentioned right before we turned on the camera that there was an issue, yesterday in Vancouver? You were super dehydrated?
Oh yeah, I didn't drink enough water. I was really going hard at the Equinox, which is where I love to work out, and I forget to do a lot of things because I'm always thinking about music. So I leave all my clothes on the floor, and I'm very irresponsible at times. That's just because I have all these notes in my head. But I forgot to drink water because I was trying to think of a song or something, and I was working out too much, and la-di-da-di-da, I'm dehydrated and I'm about to go on stage and I almost passed out. It was not good.
That's scary. That's scary.
Especially because I got so sick last year, but I also think it's
That's
anxiety,
right.
too.
You had to cancel a couple shows, right?
Yeah, that was not fun, but due to dehydration.
And it's all due to dehydration?
Well, what?
Drink your damn water.
Yeah.
I have my Pedialyte in the
All right.
not with me.
And then you also mentioned not being on your phone.
Yeah.
Explain. Did you just realize yesterday, I don't want to be on my phone anymore?
Yes, because I'm so addicted to seeing what people think about. I quite honestly, I think I'm not that great live, and I'm always trying to make myself better, and I'm always looking at reviews and what people think, and home videos of me performing on stage.
A lot of people Instagramming your show.
Seeing how the mix sounds, and I'm like, Adam Levine told me to stop doing that, and he didn't tell me to stop looking at my phone, but that's just a thing that I'm.
Well, it's one of those things, and I'm sure if you went through your mentions, there are probably a million people saying positive things about you.
Yeah.
Are you the person that tends to focus on the two negative people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard not to do that.
I see one negative thing, and I'm like, ugh, I suck.
You're not gonna please everybody.
Mm-mm.
So what's the plan with the phone then? Is it check it only to post things and then leave it alone?
Yeah, maybe not even that. Maybe have someone else post it, show me for 5 seconds, and because I went to bed last night with my little copper bracelet, which calms me down for some reason.
Okay.
And I was like, it's really calming.
Not having a phone?
Not having a bright white light
Yeah.
in my face.
The two of us just came back from doing a national parks road trip, and there were a couple parks that you just don't have any cell service in. Can't snap, can't tweet, can't post on Instagram. It was the most relaxing thing I've done in years.
And you have conversations, real life conversations with the people around you, which
Yeah.
you're not normally doing. You're usually just, how often do you look up and oh, here we are.
I'm less social now because of this phone stuff, but yeah, it's good to have maybe reserve 10 minutes a day for
There you go.
something.
And before we let you go, obviously, there will be an album.
There will be an album. There will be an album this fall. I don't have
Okay.
an exact date for it yet, but it is called Voice Notes, and I'm very excited for the world to hear it.
How much of the album is done?
It's all the songs are there. I just have
Okay.
to finish them. I'm producing the whole thing, and I have my studio on my bus, and it's hard work. I can't rely on any other people to get it done.
And as someone who's seen you perform right next to my desk with no
Right.
production around you,
Right.
you need to stop worrying about all the bad stuff because there is no such thing as the bad stuff.
You're nice.
No, for real. Amazing voice. Obviously, he can hear things that we can't hear. I
Yeah.
hear voices in my head. He hears music notes in his head.
The
He's way
music
better than me.
mutant.
Yeah.
Music,
Is it-
yeah. The Italian
That's your
music
superhero.
mutant.
Listen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys for having me.
Good luck tonight. Enjoy your tour.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Bye.